Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense lining up for a first down play. Gonna run it. It's Hobbs. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards of pop. They are gashing this defense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Garcia to pass. Now adjusting. Quickly to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's off to the races. No, I thought he was taking that all the way, but they stop him at the 7. They've got it 1st and goal from the 7, looking for the first score of this game. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. On the move to his left. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Offense set on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. Open runway ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
We may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage. Defense is going to have to get something to get out.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Garcia wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism. He's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Makes a move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Hits the spin cycle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Quarterback adapting. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now on first down from the 28. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll run it to the right. Shakes off the tackle. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
They'll ride the hot hand. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Dances away. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Now they'll run it to the right here. Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it! And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. Takes the handoff, it's Hobbs. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Coming after it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. If you had a DB on the...
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
For the first sack of the game, you win.
Man, I've been here before, Reese. Like, I can hear the trash talk right now. Like, wait a minute. I got to cover everybody in the back end, and I'm going to get sacks. Like, hey, defensive line, you want to get me some sacks? Or...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. 3rd and long, and the defense dialed up. Heat, and more heat.
And I love that. I love being aggressive on 3rd and long. I want the ball out of the quarterback's hands. I want to find a way to play man coverage on the outside. I want to make it very uncomfortable for you. I don't want to give you time, and the defense did just that.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Makes him toss to the hand. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. He'll do it himself. On the move at the 30. And tackled here by the defense.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Power football with the run. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Off the boot, looking for his man. Buying some time. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right here.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking to move it through the air. Caught on the outside, it's Young. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And just understanding where you're at on the field, make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch, nice catch.
On second down, he'll fire. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Young. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Dances away from the heat. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pratt. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him. So a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Third down play from the gun. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
The offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's fourth down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
Going up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Fires to the big fella. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Give to the single back.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after making the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. The give to the back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try the run. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Leaves it with the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch and gets the score. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He wants to throw. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hobbs. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late. No, it's past. You're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On first down, here comes this offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Off the play fake. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The offense set for a first down play.
Let's go.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has no...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
Looking for a block. It's McNabb. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hobbs.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Wants to throw on third. Buys a little time with his feet. And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Right on target this time. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to pass. Buys a little time. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Young. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They go to the draw. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20.
Valley Stunner. Griffin.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Young. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He makes the connection. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Go. Terrier. Go.
They want to throw it. He caught it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.